Amazing that so many people turned up. Now I understand why people are going on this. It's very hot. Amazing Galanja, he had 4 shirts on, so respect to him. It's like a sauna in here. Yeah, funny poems. I don't know. They're funny. They're poems, but they're kind of, they might be funny. You can laugh. I wrote them for the Poetry Slam, which I've been doing for the last 3 years. But I wanted to preamble them with a joke. And this is a joke I've never actually told to anyone. I heard it the other day. Since I was a little child, I've always had an incredible fascination with sharks. I don't know. They're just incredible creatures and have an amazing electrosensory perception. And so here's my joke about sharks. So how do you spot a gay shark?
How do you spot a gay shark?
Da-na, da-na, da-na-na, na, na-na, na. Thank you. Did I get that right? It's really difficult, actually, because you've got the Jaws theme in your head. Okay. So the first poem I'm going to do is entitled... I was going to take my glasses off, actually, because then you can't see anyone. See that? I'm naturally funny. That's amazing. Like, people are laughing. So this poem is kind of it's a play on words, on pop culture. It's kind of an anti-testament to imperialism, colonialism, royalty, which is very topical, seeing one of these guys or 2 of these people, those bloodlines from the German monarchy, are gracing our shores. Okay, it's called Lunatic Asylum Seekers, so that's also very topical with the refugee crisis in Europe. Okay. I'm trying to do it a little bit hip-hoppy. Okay. Bill Gates' credit card declines. Muammar Gaddafi's brain's just fine. Jesus returns and speaks Yiddish. He talks and acts just like Sid Vicious. The Queen is beautiful, no wrinkles and all. Prince Philip's behavior is all gated and thralled. David Beckham's thighs win the Nobel Prize. Oh, yes, he cries. Those are Paris Hilton's eyes. The paparazzi spies tell no lies. George W. Bush was a humanitarian. For real. Too bad his granddad wished he was Aryan, born with cesarean, uncircumcised librarian. Asked Barbara, why would you marry him? See how you put me off. Why would you marry him? You see, they all walk the moral high ground, the wondrously pathetic. Superficial mindsets abound, rudimentary suction lipo bribery in palatial gowns. Love us, they say. Worship and make us the hay, they pray. For whatever you do, don't frown. You may just usurp the crown, where we all become losers and beggars, carousers and abusers standing legless. We need celebrities, we really do, to feed us shit, to make us sick, to make us thick. Because without them, bit by bit, it would all fall. For who would we laugh at, enviously gaff at, corporally amused, splendidly abused, thanks to the gossip mags, the coffee racks, the TV and radio show host hags. You've all done well to uphold that Roman Empire that actually just fell like 1,500 years ago. Lunatic asylum seekers, stand tall, embrace that feeble call, appalled. I was going to say you don't have to clap between poems, but nice. Okay, so hip-hop. Like, I've loved hip-hop since I was a little kid, and man, being a little kid and thinking that I'm almost 40 years old, like a 40-year-old standing up and doing hip-hop, it just doesn't even compute with my 9-year-old brain, yeah? But it's kind of cool how we have all grown up. Like, we got 40-year-olds, professional skateboarders like Tony Hawk still skating, and anyone might know who Tony Hawk is. So yeah, now you're going to see a 40-year-old guy who's never really done hip-hop try and do a hip-hop. So this is a tribute to, this is my own interpretation of the history of hip-hop. I wish I could take the mic off and do like this, but I'm not going to do that because my hands are important. Okay. So this is, really? It's glued to it. I was telling Galanja before, and I don't have much rhythm. I've got cadence and rhythm in my voice, but I don't. My legs are just, I'm going to keep it in there. I was going to take my shirt off and do a striptease because it's so hot out there, but it's R16? No. Okay, so this is my ode to hip hop, the history of hip hop. Is there a time limit? No, I can just, this is like 2 minutes. So I got to put on my rhyming face, step up, embrace this rap race. Like a human being trapped in a museum chasing his fate, I came to this MC game too late. Spent the last 30 years of my life studying, uncovering the hip-hop universe. I'm a little kid discovering Africa Bambaataa, Soul Sonic, Grandmaster, Dougie Fresh, catching my mind like a fishing net. Run DMC and Beastie Boys, my mama comes in, turn off that noise. LL, Cool J, Two Life Crew, paved the way to NWA, Busta, Bone Thug, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and Biggie too. Yet, incensed with all the incessant gangster vibe, I soon discovered rap's conscious side. Mos Def, Talib, and A Tribe Called Quest, Diggable, Farside, and KRS. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. His thoughts inspired me to act upon my beliefs, feelings all ignited by song. I felt by doing I could right the wrongs. I took it all lyrical, became mad political, raised my voice to avoid becoming cynical. Radical activism built upon distracted visions. I used rappers' missions to heal the word divisions, to ignite that intrinsic light that helped me take flight from the thoughts that kept me up at night. I thank hip-hop from the bottom of my heart. I took my love for poetry and made it art. D.H. Lawrence and Sylvia Plath brought me to that concept of the crazy math, alive and well in the spoken word, adding and subtracting what are 4/3. See, it took some time to come up with rhymes, but once I started, I couldn't stop. I had to find the words and then let them drop. See, I should have been breathing with you. And then let them drop. I did it all without a beat. For what I was doing, a beat was obsolete. It was all just kosher and mighty clean, taking me to heights in my life till then unseen. You see, I was chasing fame, brushing off the blame, and along came the Cypress Hill rain, and I went, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, mesmerized by that green cabbage. I turned up the volume and blasted. Yeah, I smoke weed and I got brain damage, but I don't give a fuck because I still manage. Legalize it, for medicinal purposes at least. R16, yeah. Weed is good, but just like, heal yourself. Thanks very much.